Jim in Seattle. Hey, Jim, what's on your mind today? Jim?
Yes. How you doing today, Tom?
Good. You're on
How
the
you
air.
doing today, Tom? Sorry, I was reading an email waiting for you.
That's quite all right.
Okay. Tom, I'm a black honorably discharged Marine. And my message, the reason I called was, I'm actually kind of glad that Trump's in office, and I'm glad of what happened on the weekend with the teenagers wearing the Trump Make America Great hats. It just shows nothing has changed. As a black man who is honorably discharged from the Marine Corps, I have one message for every other black person out there. Until we get economic and educational parity in this country, don't let your children fight. Don't send them off to kill other colored people for white people that for almost 500 years refuse to change.
Yeah.
We're not improving. And frankly, trying to kiss the butts of the elite or the whites in this circumstances, time after time after time has done us no good. We need a different strategy. And the strategy should be, you guys can't fight without us. When you come to our school, you're looking for grunts. When you come to our school, you're not looking for technical minds. You need guys actually on the ground. We make up more than a third of the guys that are actually the grunts. Okay? We're the guys that fight.
Yeah.
America can't fight without us. We don't need to go.
Jim, this is such a deja vu moment. I'm as you probably know, much older than you are, and during the Vietnam War, this was one of the arguments that was being made, and in fact, I believe Martin Luther King referred to this on more than one occasion, but it certainly was being made, in the popular media and whatnot, at least in the underground newspapers and in college campuses and things, is don't go to fight people of a different race in Asia. That was a racist war too. That Lyndon Johnson jumped into that war because he wanted to prove his anti-communist credentials, but he didn't want to be having a war with white people, and so he went to Vietnam. And there were people in the African American community back then, including, as I recall, the Panthers. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Who were saying,
well, Tom, I'm 54, and I can honestly tell you, okay, I grew up in a black ghetto in Rochester, New York. Okay. That ghetto is worse today than when I was a kid. I was back in the summer. I don't see where things have improved over the last 20 years.
Well, when you were a kid, Lyndon Johnson's Great Society program was rolling out.
Pardon me?
When you were a kid, Lyndon Johnson's Great Society program was rolling out. He cut poverty in the United States in half in 10 years.
But we've slid back ever since Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
And the point is, and it's getting more and more fascist, more and more racist, more and more things against us. And frankly, I think apologizing for white racism towards us, those days are over, at least for me. I'm dual licensed in 2 different countries as a CA. I've got 3 different master's degrees. My mother's white. My son looks white. But my son, he comes home and he tells me, he says, Dad, as a black kid that looks white, as a crossover, he says, you should hear what I hear. You should hear what I hear. He's in a private good school. Okay, I mean, my wife and I are both 6-figure income people, but I'll tell you right now, the conversations change. What she hears when I'm not around and people don't know who I am are totally different than what she hears once I show up at a company function for her. Okay, these attitudes have been there forever. I don't know if they're ever going to change, and I personally. I'm not into defending the system anymore. I don't care if whites run it. I don't care if Indians run it. I don't care who runs it. We're not running it. So let's just get ours.
Yeah, I got it. Jim, thanks a lot for the call. Well said. We'll be right back.